we've all heard about Safe Online. Who can give me a slight idea on what you understand or what you've made research on by yourself? Because usually when I want to attend probably a training or a workshop, I usually go online, check to see what they do in the organization in case I have questions. So who can briefly tell us what Safe Online is about? Hello, anybody there? You can all see my screen, right? You can all see the slides. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, sure,
yes,
we can see
it. We're hearing you.
So I asked the question, who knows what Safe Online is about? Like, okay, what was your idea? What idea do you have about Safe Online? Okay. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, anybody? Okay, so very quickly, since we don't have any responses, Safe Online is it's a digital awareness that helps people stay. Is anybody talking in the background? Please, you can mute your mic if you're not talking, please.
Sorry, I want to respond to your question.
All right, please go ahead.
Yeah. Safe Online is just not being vulnerable to any kind of hacking, because there are so many ways whereby people hack into people's accounts. So when you're online, it's very good to keep and not to click just anything anyhow. So I feel like being safety is not being attacked by cybersecurity or corporate.
Oh, thank you so much. That's a very, very good. That's a very, very good explanation. Who else wants to try? Thank you so much. Who else wants to try? Okay, so Safe Online is a digital platform that creates awareness on how we can stay safe online, how we can be careful with, how we share our details, our personal details with people that are online. So a quick statistics, that is a vulnerability of data. Vulnerability of data. Computer networks, phones are vulnerable to siege from hackers, the viruses, which can lead to the loss of personal and sensitive information. So like I said earlier, a lot of people use computer networks, a lot of people use phones, a lot of people use, different gadgets to ensure that they are up to date with what is happening on the internet. But all these things it has a negative side to it, because we have hackers, we have people that can hack into your phones, into your Wi-Fi, into any network that you are actually using to stay up to date on the internet. Now, statistics shows that it had affected more than 310,000 people, 10 banks of America. So that's by Daniel J. Soloff. Now you can see that there is nobody that cannot be hacked. There's nobody that cannot be affected by viruses or even hackers. Do you understand? Now, between 2013 and 2015, Facebook and Google lost about $100 million to phishers, which are also called hackers. Now, organizations nowadays, they also face the issue of, hackers, virus from, different sites. That's why most of them these days, they kind of employ, they kind of have personal cybersecurity experts that helps them build a firewall against hackers. Do you understand? So it helps them build a firewall against hackers. Also, we also have so many organizations like that they kind of get to bring in different experts in terms of those that can fight hackers, those that can also help them to control how virus used to enter into their systems and organization. Now, over 4.5 billion people use the internet. Now, if I should ask any of you here today, I know just today, some of you have been on Facebook, you've been on Twitter, you've been on different social platforms, right? Am I correct? Hello, is
Yes, you are.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. So many of us today, we've visited different social platforms. Just this morning, there is no day we don't do without using the internet. There is no day we don't do without using Facebook, going on Twitter, which is now X. There is no day we don't, go on different platforms just to be up to date, to know what is happening on the internet. Do you understand?
Yes.
Does anybody have anything to say? Because I can hear. Okay, let's proceed then. If nobody has anything to say. Now, very quickly, we are going to play like a very quick game, a habit game. Now, this entertaining game gives us an idea of our habits while using the internet. Now, this game will help us score ourselves. If you've never done it before, you're going to score yourself 0. If you've done it before, you score yourself 1. Then if you've done it countless times, you get to score yourself 2. Now, game time. Now, I log on to the internet every day. I use the internet more often on a daily basis. You can just drop it on the comment section. Like, you can score yourself. If you know you've logged on to the internet every day, you can score yourself, by if you know you use the internet, you log into the internet every day, you can actually score yourself 1 or 2 or 0. Then the second one is I connect to my friends, clients, customers through social media. You can score yourself. You can score yourself on the chat session. You can score yourself. You can score yourself. I'm sure we are scoring ourselves, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, all right. Okay, so the third one is I share my information on all social media handles. Okay, now we all share our information on all social media handles. Am I right? We all share our information. Like when you want to celebrate your birthday, for example, if you want to celebrate your birthday, you tend to put, some of us used to put our account numbers attached to it, our birthday celebration dates, and be like, okay, everybody, this is my account number. The gifts or the money can start coming in. You understand? So everybody falls into these categories. You share your personal information online. Now, I conduct a Google search. I'm very sure that majority of us here on this call, we share our information, we share our data on the internet. And I'm sure that we've done a Google search on something one way or the other this morning. Am I right? we've done a Google search on the internet just today. So the second one is you searched a broadcast message without verifying. Okay, you shared a broadcast message without verifying the authenticity of the information. Well, yeah, many of us used to fall victim of this kind of a thing. When you see a broadcast online, you easily reshare without confirming if the information is true or not. Am I right?
Yes, ma, you're right.
All right, thank you so much for the response. Please, I would also want more responses so I will know I'm not just talking to myself, so that I will carry everybody along. And if you have questions after the session, you can all ask your questions. So now I know
There are responses on the chat box.
All right. Thank you. Now, shared a broadcast message without verifying the authenticity of the information. Okay. Now, I know many of us are falling victim. When you comment on social media with the latest slangs, for example, we have a lot of friends online, and even we too, we share, we kind of use these slangs nowadays. You understand? No evidence. You go explain. I know many of us used to use this slang every day. Then we also have comrade, DJ YK, all these slangs. These are the things that we usually do on the internet every blessed day. Then we also have I visit websites to source for information. Yes, so many of us we go on the internet, we go online just to check for information. We go to source for information. Say for example, I know many of us here might be graduates. Many of us are still going to school. There are moments where you would need to source for information to complete an assignment, or when you want to carry out your project, you definitely go to the internet to do what? To source for information. So this is making us realize that every blessed day we can't do without what? Using the internet. Now, I share my PIN password with someone. Well, many of us, we do share our password and our PIN with, say, maybe family members, for example. We share our password, we share our PIN with someone. Now, I received a call or text from a fraudster. Well, yeah, many of us too, we've fallen victim. We've fallen victim of receiving calls and messages from from people that are planning to dupe us. We fall under many of these categories. Then the last one, I connect to available Wi-Fi, especially when it is free. I know many of us are falling victim of connecting to free Wi-Fi. You might not even know the source of how the Wi-Fi came about. You just want to connect because you've seen a woof, free of charge. So I know we are all victim of, we fall under all these categories of, having to connect to free Wi-Fi or, share our information, share our PIN with other people. So moving to the next slide, we have the internet. The internet. So very quickly, who can tell us what do you understand by the internet, or what comes to your mind when you hear internet? Yes, I'm waiting. Oh, what comes to your mind when you hear the internet?
Hello, ma.
Yes, I can hear you. Unmute yourself and talk. I can hear you.
What comes to my mind is when I hear of internet is
yes,
people
internet.
people connecting together. like networking.
Okay.
Networking, a connection of several people or several devices, or
Oh,
communication of several people at the same
thank
time.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's a good one. Who else wants to try?
Me, ma.
All right, I'm listening.
Internet is a global network that used to provide information for each one of us. Am I right?
Well, you are actually correct. You are actually correct. That's a good one too. So who else wants to try? Who else wants to try? Yes, I can hear you. Please speak up. I can hear you.
Internet, to me, I feel like a system of interconnected devices and tablets come together and access information at a particular point in time.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good too. That's very good. That's very good. Yes. I know we are much on this call now. I know we are much on the call. Yes, I still want to hear more responses. I still want to hear more responses. You guys are doing well. You're trying. I still want to hear more.
An internet is
Yes,
a
please go
global
ahead.
communication site that shares information. Can you hear
Wow,
me?
thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Internet means getting or giving information on the go.
Okay. Getting information on the go. All right. Thank you so much. You guys have really tried. You've done justice to it. So the internet is a network that links computer and allow information to flow or data to travel from one computer to the other. Now, the internet is, far back as the 90s, we didn't really, let me say far back as the 80s, we didn't really have, access to the internet, because then we were used to writing letters, going to the post office, you understand? So the internet was something that was not really, in awareness to people. Now these days you can easily go on Facebook. You can easily go on Facebook and chat with, a very old time friend, or probably your uncle that lives far away, or your auntie that stays far away. You can easily use the internet to do what? To communicate with them. You understand? You can easily use the internet to do what? To communicate your ideas, your messages, your affections to them. You can collect information. It allows information flow from even from between countries, between continents. You get it? Now, going to the internet is typically with a web browser that helps you connect to the website and web pages. Many of us, we have our smartphones. We can easily go online to check, for updates. We can easily go online to use the internet, to use websites. When you have a project to carry out, you easily go on the internet to, to search for information. When you want to do your assignments, you go online, you also search for information. Now, network connects computers together. Yes, it connects computers together. It connects one or more gadgets or one or more computers together, so they can be able to share information. You can get information from one computer to another. Now, going to the other slide. Internet can be used for communication, research, entertainment, and work. Like I already said earlier, when you want to communicate, when you want to communicate with people that are not even close to where you are staying, people that are very far away from you, the internet is a very important tool. It is an easy tool that you can use to do what? To use to communicate. Now, in the area of research, when you want to carry out projects, when you want to carry out assignments, when you want to carry out any type of event or any kind of work that you want to do, the internet is very important to utilize. Do we understand? Now, in the aspect of entertainment, and work, the internet is also very important. Many organizations, they can't run their organization without the internet, because clients, they will need to connect with different people across the globe just to ensure that that organization is functioning. So the internet cannot be overruled. It is very, very important. It is a vast network of computers linked via a network worldwide. Connects people via a wide variety of devices such as computers, cell phones, television, gaming devices, and cars to share information. Now, internet can be used either wired or wireless. Yes, we have so many devices these days where you can connect your internet via a wired device or a wireless device. Now, example of a wireless device for an internet is a Wi-Fi. You can connect to someone else's device using a Wi-Fi, using an internet, using a wireless connection. Do we understand? Using a wireless connection, that is what a Wi-Fi is, using a wireless connection. Now, a software program that helps people find the information they are looking for online using keywords or phrases. Search engines are able to return results quickly, even with millions of websites online. Now, there are many search engines that contain different websites where you can find more information on the topic you searched. Yes, there are so many search engines. There are so many search engines. We have Google, we have a Chrome, we have Firefox, we have Bing, and so on and so forth. All these search engines are connected one way or the other for us to utilize and make use of. They are important. They are an important aspect where we connect with different networks to search for information, and to ensure that we have what we are looking for online to either implement in our work, our projects, or anything we find ourselves doing. Now, there are many search engines that contains different websites where you can find more information on the topic you shared, e.g. Google and Bing, etc. Social media is used to share about their personal life and also connect with people. Now, I want response from you people. I want to ask you this question. This question you can see on my slide. Do you know whether you are secure on the internet? Let me hear your opinions.
No.
Okay, so why do you say no? Why do you say no?
Because we tend to share our data online, most especially for vendors. We share most of our account details on our social media platform just to let customer pay and all. I don't feel like our stuffs are safe, even if we are not sharing our BVN. Irrespective, the account number we are sharing contains our full names too.
Wow. Yes, you're right. Thank you so much. So, you are not safe. Your information is not safe on the internet. So, who else wants to share their idea with us on why they think they are not safe? Yes, yes, yes. I can hear you.
I choose yes, ma.
Oh, you chose yes. So you feel you are secure on the internet. Why do you think you're secure on the internet?
Yeah, I think I'm secured on the internet because even if they have our information, like our names, our numbers, at least to a certain level, after doing something like the two-step verification and other things, like after some people use link instead of their numbers. So I believe we doing all those things, they can't to scam someone with all those information they have.
Oh, so
And
you think really? Okay, okay, okay. That's
so
interesting.
that
I still want to hear other views. I still want to hear other opinions on whether you
because
think you're safe or not. Okay,
to a certain level.
okay, okay, okay. Continue. All right. So I've had two to three responses to know whether
Me
okay,
too.
somebody wants to talk.
Yeah, me, man.
All right, please go ahead.
The reason I think I'm not safe on internet is because number one, I have a friend of mine that used them like he has the knowledge of Python.
Okay.
He explained the Python or something that I can hack anybody's phone through message. So he asked me that if you send me a message, which he did instantly in my presence, that if I open the message, he can have access to everything on my phone. And I
Wow.
have this TV stuff on my phone also. They said if your partner is cheating, I use it in that way. That everything your
Wow.
partner is doing on the phone, they can have access to it. So doing that kind of stuff, I don't think we are safe on internet, not on our phone. Because the more they can view what we are doing at the moment, definitely we are not safe on internet also.
Wow. 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 All right. All right. Thank you so much. Any other ideas before we move forward? Any other idea before we move forward? All right. So, um, I want to ask another question. You know, we've heard different ideas on why you think you're safe or why you think you're not safe. But I need somebody to tell me, what do you understand by sensitive information? What does it to you? What does it mean? Yes, what does sensitive information mean to
So
you?
to me, sensitive information are information that's supposed to be kept personal, like like our PIN, our password,
Okay,
and
okay.
our let me say our PIN generally, our password. So
Wow.
that is what, and our private life, like our location. I think
Oh,
so.
okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much. I need somebody else's idea.
Okay, sensitive information are information that doesn't need to be disclosed, like BVN, NIN, and all that. I think like also bank code. So they are sensitive information.
Wow, wow. Okay, okay, okay. That's a
Sensitive
good one.
information are like information that we cannot share with an unauthorized person.
Wow, I like that. I like that. Who else wants to try? Sensitive information.
Let me try. I think sensitive informations are informations that are for personal consumption, not to be given out.
Wow, not to be giving out. I like that. Not to be giving out. Yes, that's a good one. Thank you so much.
Okay, I want to say something.
All right, please go ahead.
Can I?
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I feel sensitive information are your personal information that if placed in the wrong hands or if given to the wrong person can
Mm.
affect you personally. Because there are sometimes we give out our sensitive, I give information to maybe to my family, to my siblings, because of emergency. But when it's given an authorized person or placed in a wrong hands, that can affect you big time.
Wow, yes, that's very correct. You're very, very correct. Thank you so much.
Can I say something?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Sensitive information are information that is kept confidential shouldn't be exposed to the public so that it cannot be
Shouldn't be
compromised
exposed.
or used for the wrong purposes, which can affect the person. So it should be tested.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, I've heard so many explanations. I've heard so many ideas concerning it. Now, sensitive information. What are sensitive information? Now, like somebody said they are not to be given out to other people. They are not to be shared with other people. They are your personal information. They are your personal details that shouldn't be shared with the public or even your family members. They are information that are only specified to you. You can't share them with other people. Now, personal information about you should be protected from other people. These are what sensitive information are. They are information that shouldn't be shared publicly or privately with anyone. Now, I would quickly share a short story with us. You know, I have a friend that was attending, he's now a graduate from Unilag. He graduated from Unilag about 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Yes, about 3 years ago. You know, he said there was this particular lady. You know, when you are in 100 level, when you are 100 level students, you tend to see, you know, like somebody that you like, and okay, you guys become friends. Then from becoming friends, you want to, you know, share more information or share more details about each other. So this boy and this girl, they started staying together, you know, from 100 level, 200 level, until 300 level. They were still living together. They were staying together as, you know, a boyfriend and girlfriend kind of scenario. So on the day of their final exam, when they got to 400 level, on the day of their final exam, the girl now discovered that, okay, so this guy is already cheating on her with another lady. She was angry, but she didn't confront the guy. She didn't confront her boyfriend. You know what she did? She took the guy's matric number, because she already had access to the guy's matric number and his password. And they had a CBT test on that day. So she took the guy's matric number and password, went to the examination center, inputted the details of the guy into the system, and just submitted. After she submitted, the guy discovered that he didn't actually do that particular course before somebody submitted that course for him. The guy had a rerun. He had an extra year for that 400 level. Why? Because he shared his personal information. He shared his personal details with his supposed girlfriend. So you see why you shouldn't share your information with anybody, not even a family member, not to talk of probably a girlfriend or a boyfriend. So it is very harmful to us to share our personal information with other people. That is why it is called sensitive information. They are only peculiar to you. They are only special to you. You shouldn't share them with other people. Do you understand? Now, examples of our sensitive information, examples of personal information are our BVN. Like somebody said earlier, our BVN is very crucial to us. It is a very sensitive information that we shouldn't share with anyhow body, anyhow organization, or even the public as a whole. Even the our ATM card and the details on our ATM and the PIN. You shouldn't share your details with anybody. You shouldn't share your PIN with anybody, because Anybody can use your card to withdraw money, or even fraudsters, what they do is they just want the three numbers that are at the back of your ATM. And once they have those 3 numbers, all the money in your account is gone. You'll just be here in Lagos. You'll be here in Lagos and somebody in Abuja has debited all the money from your account. So that is why it is important for us to keep all these things very sensitive and private to us. They shouldn't be shared with other people. Also, our phone and SIM password. Our phone and SIM password. Now, recently, I started seeing in the news, I don't know if some of you follow the news, if you should give your phone out to somebody to use to call, if you give your phone out to somebody you don't know, even those you know, when you give them your phone to use to call somebody, and they discover that that person, the last person you called on that phone has been murdered, they will come and arrest you that gave somebody your phone to use to call that person. You see why it is very dangerous for us to share our information, our belongings with other people. Also, our NIN too. They shouldn't be shared with anyhow organization, anyhow person, because they are sensitive to us. They are vital, they are important. We shouldn't share it with other people. Now, when you share all these things with people, they can be used to harm you at the end of the day. They can be used to scam you at the end of the day. You'll be in Lagos and somebody will be withdrawing your money in Abuja. You just be seeing debit alert of 100,000, 50,000, 20,000, and you don't know where the debit is coming from. So you see why it is very, very, very important that we don't share our details, our important details with anybody. That's why they are called sensitive information. You shouldn't share them out with other people. Do we understand? If you are following, please, let me just know that I'm not talking to myself.
Yes, ma'am,
we
we follow
understand.
you, ma'am.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, that is all right. So also, all right. Also, our medical records too. Our medical records, like our blood type, our blood group, all these things, they can be used to scam us. They can be used to harm us at the end of the day. That is why it is not advisable for you to share all these things with people, not even your close friends, not even your close relatives, not even family members, because they can go from one place to another. A colleague of mine that we graduated together, he said he didn't know how his CV ended up in a crime scene. He just got a call. He just got a call from the police on that fateful day. He got a call from the police to come to report to the police station. And when he got to the police station, he said his CV was found where somebody threatened to kill a girl and snatch her bag. He said when he got to the station, they were telling him that you this thief. And he's like, Oga, what did I do? And they were telling him that, were you not the one that threatened that girl? You slapped her and you collected her bag. And he was like, I'm not the one that I didn't go anywhere. They now brought out his CV and showed him his CV that, okay, this is your CV. We saw it in the scene where you harassed a girl and collected money from her. And he said that he's not the one, that he wasn't anywhere near that scenario. Because why? All his information were on his CV. His phone number, his phone number was on the CV. All the details about him was on the CV. And they found it in a scene where a girl was harassed. They snatched her bag. So all these things are what we should be careful of. Even your CV, you shouldn't share your CV to anyhow organization or anyhow body. Even your referees, when they tell you to provide the phone numbers of your referees, you can just put it there. It will be provided on request. You don't allow people have access to your personal information. Do we understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we do.
All right, thank you. So moving on to the next slide.
Yes, ma.
All right. Now moving on to the next slide. Privacy. Privacy. What does privacy mean to us? What is privacy? What does privacy mean to you? Now, have you ever considered who you post, who sees your posts, photos, text online? Now, do you think everybody is entitled to have access to certain information, like your name, your PIN, details about you? Do you think it is everybody that is entitled to have such information about you?
No, ma'am.
No.
Good.
No, ma'am.
Good. Now, not everybody has not everybody is entitled to have some certain, specific information about you. Why? Because they are very, very important. They are very, very sensitive information that you shouldn't allow anybody have access to. Now, let's think about this, for example. Let's think about this. Now, the example here is Jacob is having a conversation with a lady he just met in school. Now, what are the information you think he will share and why? Now, let's all brainstorm on this thing. What do you think Jacob will share with that lady, and why will he share such information with that lady? Who can tell us? Now we have
First
name.
thing,
Okay.
he's going to
Please go
share
ahead.
his name. He's going to share his name with the lady. He's
Okay.
going to share his zodiac sign and favorite food.
Okay, he's going to share his
If
name.
he's the kind of Jacob is the kind of person that is security conscious, I feel those three things are the necessary things you should share with anybody, even a stranger.
Okay, so you said the name, the
Zodiac
zodiac
sign.
sign. Okay, and
Yeah,
what?
and favorite meal.
Oh, favorite meal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you
Hello, ma.
feel that? Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
What I think Jacob can share with the person at first, meeting someone for the first time, I think is the name and the phone number, because that is what most people ask for first, name and phone number, especially in school, name and phone number. So it's only the
Wow.
name.
Okay.
But when the conversation now go beyond some level, then he can share his phone number.
Wow. Thank you so much for that bright idea. Who else wants to tell us? What would Jacob share and why? Yes, who can tell us?
Okay, okay, that means reading this statement, Jacob and the lady, they are in the same school, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the current school, they know the current school. So what I will advise Jacob, he should share his name, maybe his department, then hobbies. Then with time he can share his phone number, because I don't release phone number to strangers. So
Okay.
I believe he should share
Okay.
his name, maybe his department, hobbies, so they can get talking. So with time, when he's not familiar with the lady, he can share his phone number later
Wow.
on.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much for that bright idea. So if I were to be Jacob too, I would only share my name. Why? Because I don't even know this person that is in question. I don't know this person. I would only share my name. Why? Because you can't use my name to harm me. You can't use my name to do anything. I would only share my name. You see, even your phone number too, it is very, very vital to you. It is sensitive. You understand? Even recently now, they've started hacking people's phone number. They will hack your phone number through WhatsApp. At least, some of us get calls from fraudsters. Fraudsters. They will claim to have gotten your number from a WhatsApp group. You understand? So that way they want to They want to scam you. So if I were to be Jacob, I would share only my name because I know you cannot use my name to harm me. You understand? So all these things are why we should be cautious. Why we should be cautious of the kind of information we share with people. Now, very quickly, let's go on. Privacy is knowing what information to share and not to share. Whichever information you wish to share, it is important to note that it is your responsibility to protect your personal information in order not to fall victim of scammers, aka
So that's
Yahoo
why.
boys. Now, you should know how to, protect your privacy. Know the kind of information you want to share with people. Now, kidnappers work with information such as location, amongst other things. That's very right. They work with information on location. Once they know this person is in a particular location, they would either send people there to kidnap that person and bring to their original location. So be careful of what you post online so that we will not become victims of fraudsters, will not become victims of Yahoo boys. Do we understand?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, moving to our next slide. Who views my post? Who views my post? Now, this is Emeka. You can see Emeka's face. He's actually wondering, Emeka is an upcoming music artist who just recorded his first single. Who do you think you will want to view his post?
The public.
Okay. Who else?
We want to share it to the public because that's where it's going to get many views from.
Okay.
I feel it will be the first person we want to share it to his friends, because his friends will tell him his mistakes so that he can prepare for. He can take the corrections and prepare for it next time. Then he cannot share it to the public. So when he shares it to his friends and his friends love it, then he can share it to the public. That's my own take.
Wow. Okay, that's good. All right, who else wants to try? Now, Emeka is an upcoming music artist. And one thing about all these upcoming artists is they want to get more posts, they want to get more engagement, they want to get more views on their songs. So many of them, they share with friends before they share with the public. Why some of them, they share with both, they share with friends of friends. Some of them share with probably their family members before they even post to the public. But regardless, we should be mindful of how we share our post for people to view. Now, when you have your post and the right audience, yes, ensure you choose the right audience to view your post. For example, now, Facebook, for example, you choose who you want to see your post, friends of friends, and the public. Many of us, some of us, there's a way we do the settings, we change the settings of our social media handles where, for example, now let's use Shade, for example. Shade is in school, when she goes to church, when she goes to church and take pictures, she would want her family members to see that picture of her in church. Am I right? People are not responding.
Yes, we are responding, ma'am.
Okay, so Shade is a student. All right. Thank you. Shade is a student and she's in school. When she goes to church, she will take pictures and post on probably our WhatsApp or on our Facebook, just to showcase to our family that, okay, I went to church today. She will now, even if she blocked her parents on WhatsApp before, not to view her status, but because she has posted a picture of her in church, she would have to go back to the settings and let her parents see that, okay, oh, this girl went to church. I used to have a friend back then when I was in school. She was a good girl. You know, she was a very, very good girl before she left home. But when she came to school, she became, you know, she started moving with different kind of friends. They started going to parties. They started going to club. And when she's in club and she take pictures, she will remove, when she wants to post her club pictures, she will now go to the settings on her WhatsApp. She will now allow only her friends and friends of friends to view that post. She will not allow her parents or any family member to view the post. Do we understand?
Yeah.
So that is how you can control those. That is how you can control those who view your posts on your social media handles. On WhatsApp now, for example, you can select people who you want to view your status, like I said earlier. Now, even on your Instagram too, you can choose to make your account private. This way, you can control who view your profile. Now, moving on, cookies and your privacy. Well, cookies are not actually the biscuits that we eat. Oh, hope we know.
Yes.
Yes, we know, ma.
All right. Thank you for answering. Now, cookies are not the biscuits that we eat. They are actually like a settings that is used to access our information on the internet before we log in to a website. Now, cookies are tools advertisers use to track your online activity, so they can target you with specific ads. You know, many a times when we want to visit a new website, I'm sure many of us has experienced this one way or the other. When we want to visit a new website, you will see accept cookies, right? It's either you see accept cookies or decline cookies. Well, as for me, what I do is I decline those cookies because I don't want those advertisers. I don't want those people to have access to my information on their website, because many websites these days, you might not know, on your phone they might even want to try and see your face through your camera, but you will not know. When you accept that cookie, they will now have access to all the information on your phone. Now, this can lead to hackers. You know, this can lead to fraudsters having access to all your information. That is why it is not advisable for you to accept any cookie that are not verified or trusted from any source or any website. Now, cookies help websites to collect your personal information and reference, e.g., your location. Now we can see that now. So cookies, they help collect your personal information. They tend to have access to your information when you accept cookies. So that is why it is not advisable when visiting a new website to accept cookies, because they can be used to access all your personal information. And disclosing those information on the internet can lead to you, you know, getting scammed or being defrauded by fraudsters. Do we get it? All right. Now moving to the
Yes,
next.
ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, cookies. Please, you can go on
Mute your
mute.
mic,
So that, please mute your mic if you know you're not talking. Please. Thank you. Now, cookies and your privacy. The websites you visit usually ask your browser to store this information on your computer or mobile phone. If you must accept cookies, ensure the website is at least encrypted. Now, what does encrypted mean? Ensure that it is secure. Ensure you know the source of that cookies before you accept it on your computer. Now, has a padlock sign beside the web address. Yes. So you must make sure that whatever cookies that you will be accepting is encrypted. Ensure that no other person would have access to your information, even when you accept cookies. Now, applications and permissions. Applications and permissions. Now, be mindful of the application software you allow permission. Some of these applications can collect or steal your personal information. You know, many times when I used to have experience with some people in my neighborhood, some mothers, they would just rush to my house. Please help me to set my phone. Oh, I don't know what my child, pressed on my phone. They've started sending me ads. They've started calling me. They've started showing me different things on my phone. And all these applications, most times, they come with bugs. They come with bugs that can easily make fraudsters infiltrate your personal details. There are some gaming apps now online. There are some gaming apps that some people they click on it carelessly. And before you know it, through that gaming application, fraudsters are already, clearing all your banking information, all your personal information. You get? So that is why it is very essential. It is very important for us to know the kind of applications and permissions that we allow to have access on our devices. Now, we can see that we have so many apps here, so many applications here that may be used as bugs to have access to our personal information. So let me be sure that we are following before I go to the next slide.
Yes, ma.
All right.
Yes, ma, we are following.
Yes, ma.
Right. Thank you for the response. Thank you. Now, very quickly, we are on the fourth slide, which is what? Wi-Fi. I know many of us now, we are very, we are conversant with what a Wi-Fi is. Am I right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Good. All right. Now, Wi-Fi is a wireless connection. You can easily connect from one phone to another, from one PC to another, from several devices to another. It helps us to be connected. Now, number one, connected to a public. Have you connected to a public Wi-Fi before? I know many of us have connected to a public Wi-Fi before.
Yes.
Oh, good,
Yes,
good.
connected.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. Now, some of us have also connected to a Wi-Fi to download movies, log on
Yes.
to Facebook and WhatsApp, right?
That's what I'm even using now.
Wow, okay. Now, some of us has transferred money to customers on a free public Wi-Fi. Is that right?
No, I've not done that before.
Oh, okay.
I've done that before.
Oh, you've done that.
I've done that too.
Wow.
I've done it.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Now, some of us has updated. You update your application when connected to a public Wi-Fi.
When you need man.
Update your application when connected to a public Wi-Fi.
Yes, ma. I've done that several times.
No.
Okay. All right.
I don't do that.
All right. Now, all these things are questions that keeps, coming to our minds. I know we've some of us has done it, some hasn't done it. Well, let me tell you now the advantages and disadvantages of connecting to a free Wi-Fi. Now, imagine what will happen when a fraudster, aka Yahoo boy, have access to your personal information, like your BVN, your ATM card PIN, your phone password. Imagine, those of you that has used free Wi-Fi, let us imagine this. Imagine that
everything is gone, especially the money.
so you can see. Okay, now also imagine what will happen when someone can spy into and monitor your activities online. They are going to wipe all your information when they have access to it, all your bank details, everything that you are keeping private on your phone. Imagine what will happen. They would actually have access to all your information, and this is not good for us. It is not advisable. Now, how does a Wi-Fi work? Now, a Wi-Fi, it is wireless. It uses radio signal. It uses radio signal. It allows us connect to the internet. Yes. There are serious risks when you connect to a public Wi-Fi that is not secured. Now we can see now that it is not safe for us to use a public Wi-Fi that you don't know the source. Before you connect to a public Wi-Fi, you need to be able to identify whether it is safe or not, because not every free Wi-Fi is free. Now, imagine that when you are connected to a free Wi-Fi, you don't even know the source of where the Wi-Fi came from, and you just tap because it is free. You connect because it is free. You start downloading, you start updating your app, or you start transferring money from a free Wi-Fi. Now, imagine that somebody is using that Wi-Fi just to get the information on your device. What are you going to do? When they now go to your account, they remove all the money from your account because you were connected to a free Wi-Fi that you didn't know the source. You can see it's not very advisable. So please, those of us using free Wi-Fi, you can connect to a free Wi-Fi, but please ensure that you know the source of the Wi-Fi. Ensure you know the source of
Sorry, man. Knowing the source of the Wi-Fi in what sense, man?
What did you say?
I said knowing the source of the Wi-Fi in what sense, man? Is it by knowing the person that owns the Wi-Fi?
Yes, it is by knowing the person that owns the Wi-Fi, knowing the person that allowed you to connect to the Wi-Fi. Now, imagine you're working in a big organization. Imagine you're working in a big establishment, right? Now, in that establishment, you will all be connected to a Wi-Fi. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now, you're connected to that Wi-Fi because you know that Wi-Fi is owned by your organization. It is owned by the company where you work. So you will be free. You will be free and you will know that, okay, I know that this Wi-Fi is from my organization. I can connect. But not when you are on your way to Ikeja or you're on your way to Mushin. You will just on your Wi-Fi and you see a free Wi-Fi and you just tap and connect. That one is not good, though. So it is when you know the owner of the Wi-Fi, say the owner is probably maybe a school or the organization where you work, those ones are secured Wi-Fi. Do we get it?
Ma, please, I have a question.
All right.
Okay, I feel like for somebody to be able to get to be able to withdraw money from your account, they need to have access to those digits at the back of your ATM card. So you're saying now that for the fact that I connected to somebody's Wi-Fi, the person can as well empty my account. So I'm trying to like relate the thing together. So I'm getting confused. But the person will not be able to know those digits at the back of my ATM card. So how possible?
Do you know that? Even without knowing, you might not know who owns the Wi-Fi. And when you connect, there might be fraudsters. There might be fraudsters around that Wi-Fi, or that has given that access for people to connect to the Wi-Fi. Now, once you connect, they will have all your details. They will have your name. They will have your even they will tell you what you ate yesterday, because they have access to all your information. It is later they will call you. They will now call you later to tell you to provide the details of your card. Now tell me, if you are not very sensitive to know that these people are fraudsters, you would want to give them, or you might not even give them your details. Now, to avoid getting calls from fraudsters or any body doing all these online activities, Yahoo boys. Now, to avoid all those things, it is better for you not to connect to an unknown Wi-Fi at all. It is better for you not to connect at all than connecting to a free Wi-Fi and giving those fraudsters access to your information. They will have your phone number, they will have your name. And you know that your phone number is connected to your BVN, right?
Yes.
Good. Now, when you've connected, they will have access to your phone number, and your phone number is connected to your BVN. And you know your BVN contains almost all your details. It is with that phone number they will call you. To avoid all that, it is better not to connect to any free Wi-Fi, except you know who has the Wi-Fi.
Okay, now I get the point.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Hello, ma. Can I make little correction or tap into that?
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, what he's trying to say is that you know, this threat of internet of a thing, you know,
Okay.
every average Nigerian has a mobile app and wallet on it.
Yes.
So when you are connected to the internet or the Wi-Fi as specified earlier, before you know, your information, like the ATM number she just mentioned, can easily be accessed through your mobile app and other
that's true
online wallets. So
that's
they can
true.
make it. So that's what I just want to add.
Okay.
That's it, like 161. Article 23.
We can hear you. Please go ahead. Okay, so are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Please, ma.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I said I wanted to just add a little bit of contribution to it too. I know of a kind of internet attack that is called keyloggers. Keylogger attack is the kind of attack that let me take for instance, you are using your keypad on your phone. Probably it should be a smartphone, sure. So what that keylogger does is the moment you are doing anything you are pressing on your phone, the attacker is recording it. So in that sense, they can pick any information
you're right
that you are doing at a point in time on your phone, whatever gadget you are using. So that kind of attack, if you're connected to a public Wi-Fi or you click,
yes, they will have access to all those information. We can hear you.
Hello, can I contribute also?
Yes, please do.
Okay, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
You're talking about free Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Okay, when we go to this shopping mall, another case is, you know, sometimes we might get to a particular shopping mall and you see their Wi-Fi on our phones and we want to connect. Yes, scammers can actually use their name
You're right.
Just with get people's
Yes.
access and information.
Yes,
Now,
exactly.
I remember when we were still a little bit young as a teenager, when we go to those malls, we take our phones there because we feel, when we get there, we can always download movies, download films, those things you want to update without knowing the consequences of those stuff.
Yes. Yes.
So now it is very, very important for us to also take note that when we get to those shopping malls and those bigger places, we should run away from those free Wi-Fi because somebody somewhere is also seated trying to monitor people's phone.
Exactly.
And before you know it, they might not do it immediately. They might do it immediately. They find out that this person has left the Wi-Fi, and they will now make a move. Then the second part is someone does not actually need those 3 digits at the back of our ATM card, those CVV, the one they call it most times. Just last week, my landlord displaced a small phone that has his bank alert inside the small phone. And by the time he got home, inside the Keke Napep, by the time he got home, his money has already been withdrawn and his ATM card is not there.
Wow.
So it is, these people have gone far, far above.
Exactly. They've advanced technologically. You understand?
They don't even need your ATM card or your account.
They don't need it
I don't know
anymore.
how they do it. In few minutes, your money is gone. Once you just displace your phone. You will hack into the Android phone. If it's an Android phone, they will unlock it and they will find out that, okay, that is the same you are using to receive alerts. By the time you get back to the bank the next day, your money is gone.
It's gone.
So I feel there is so much we still need to learn about this online saving
Staying
of our
safe
money.
online. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for that contribution. Thank you for the contribution.
I have a question.
Please, okay.
So, okay.
My
Okay, you said
question
you
is
have a
that,
question. Okay.
yeah, my question is on what you said earlier, that sensitive information. So
Yeah.
on sensitive information, yeah. So for instance, we that maybe we keep our PIN or our password private. What can we do in a situation of emergency? Like, can we still tell some people or someone very close to us our PIN because of emergency situation where we can't get access to the money, to our money?
Let me ask you something. Now, who do you feel like, okay, who is that one person that you can trust, that you know you trust in your family, that you can share your password with?
Okay. My husband.
Yes, well, that's a good one too. You know, most people, they tend to share their passwords with their spouse, with their partners. But ensure that anybody you're sharing your password with is a trusted person. Do you understand? So ensure that whoever you're sharing your password with, in case of emergency, yes. So there are what's it called? There are some things we treat with urgency. So in case of emergency, you can share your password. In case of emergency, you can share your password with a trusted spouse when you are married. It is not when you are not married, though. When you're married, you can share your password with your spouse because you can trust them with your password. Have I answered your question?
Okay, ma. Yes, ma.
All right, thank you. Now, so moving forward, we have public Wi-Fi and its risk. Scammers. We all know Yahoo boys can see what you do online, monitor web traffic. Yes, like someone just said, when they said we have keyboards. We have some keyboards that some fraudsters use to monitor your activity online. Anything you type, they'll monitor it, they'll key into it and know exactly what you're typing. Now also, personal or sensitive information like BVN, bank app, login number can be stolen. Scammers can install malware, virus that can damage your phone. Now, it is important to know that not all free Wi-Fi is free. So please, let's be very, very careful with the people that we connect Wi-Fi with. If it is not from your trusted establishment or your trusted organization, you don't have to connect to such Wi-Fis. Now, when is a Wi-Fi safe? When is a Wi-Fi safe? Now, if you ask for a password before you can connect, yes, it's okay. It will ask for a password before you can connect. Now, these are examples of a trusted source to know when a Wi-Fi is safe. It will request for a password when you want to connect to it. Yes, I've worked in some organizations whereby their password, their Wi-Fi has password. Now, without having that password, you cannot have access to their Wi-Fi. Now, it is from a trusted and reliable source, e.g., Google Station Wi-Fi. Google Station Wi-Fi. These are examples of safe Wi-Fis. Now, it is encrypted and protected, e.g., WEP, wired equivalent privacy. All these are examples of a safe Wi-Fi. Wired privacy access, that's WPA2. Now, all these things are listed because they tell you when a Wi-Fi is safe and when you can actually connect. Now, the network name aligns with the location of the host. Also, what you can also do to know if a Wi-Fi is secure is for you to use online testing too. Some people will test the Wi-Fi through probably the name of the organization to test such Wi-Fi to know if it is safe. Now, protocols like WPA, WEP ensures that all information sent is encrypted or scrambled. So if you are connected to a free Wi-Fi and it doesn't ask you for password, please run. Because if you are connected to such Wi-Fi, all the information about yourself, your information about your phone, everything can be hacked and be used to harm you. Now, moving to the next slide. Before choosing a Wi-Fi, please note, consider who is hosting the Wi-Fi, that is the source. Like I said earlier, make sure you know the source of where that Wi-Fi came from before you connect. It is very, very important for you to know who is hosting the Wi-Fi. Now, the other one is, are the information you will be sharing sensitive, bank information, passwords, etc. So even if you are on a trusted Wi-Fi, please note, even if you are on a trusted Wi-Fi, know the kind of things that you do on such Wi-Fis. You shouldn't share your banking information or any other sensitive password. Who are those connected to the network? Now, if it is a public Wi-Fi, scammers may be connected to it. Like I said earlier, a public Wi-Fi can be connected by a fraudster, or a fraudster might even use his own name and use as a free Wi-Fi for people just to hack or just to defraud people. So please, let's be careful of the kind of Wi-Fi that we connect with in public or anywhere that we find ourselves. Consider the activity you will be doing. Yes, I said that before. make sure you know the kind of activity that you'll be doing when you are connected to a secure Wi-Fi. Also, you should also consider the location. That is, you must always protect yourself from fraudsters. You must always protect yourself from scammers so that they will not have access to use our personal information against us or use our personal information to harm us. So this is where I will be stopping for today. This is where I will be stopping the slides for today. If you have any other questions, please just, you can still ask me questions and I will answer your questions. But this is where we are stopping our training for today.
Okay, thank you so much for today's class. I have a question.
All right, please go ahead.
Okay, the last slide, I think the second statement, you said are the information you'll be doing sensitive, like I don't really understand that. I don't know if you can elaborate on it.
All right, let me
clear.
elaborate.
Thank you.
Now, if you are connected to your organization's Wi-Fi, to a trusted Wi-Fi, a Wi-Fi that you know that, okay, you know the person that owns this Wi-Fi, right? You can connect. Even when you connect, even when you are connected to that Wi-Fi, be careful of the kind of activities that you do with that Wi-Fi. That is, anything pertaining to your bank information, you should not operate on it at that moment. Or anything pertaining to either your passwords, maybe a password connected to your bank application, or a password that is connected to your Bitcoin account, or a password that is pertaining to your Forex account. You should not operate any application that would require you to input a password on anything that you'll be doing on your phone when you are secured to that Wi-Fi. Do you understand?
Yes, I get the picture. Thank you so much.
All right. Any other question? Please ask your question. That's why I'm here.
Hello, ma'am. Please, I have a question.
Okay.
Actually, I'm actually asking this question with respect to the issue my in-law had yesterday. So it's like a proxy question.
Okay.
My in-law yesterday, some folks, let me say social media workers, as they used to call them now.
Okay.
So they actually called him and they played pranks on him. And because they have gone through his profile, I'm seeing that all he has been posting is all about his career, which is a pastor. He's a pastor. And so he's an RCCG pastor. So they had to now go by the way that it's an RCCG headquarter thing. And then they say they sent him a code that will be required for him to log in to an online meeting. You understand?
Okay.
And so him being a devout RCCG pastor, he was very eager to join in the online meeting, even though he didn't he failed to do a thorough investigation about it. So after sending this code, of course, the code should be an OTP that was generated through their own software, which I don't know the name. So, and he sent it to them ignorantly. And now they are able to get access to his Facebook account, and they sealed the account using his face. That's they are imposting using his face to fraud people, send lies and all that to friends of my in-law, and now they are trying to do people. And they were not satisfied because the account on Facebook was linked with WhatsApp. Was linked with WhatsApp. So they were also use the same strategy to send the code even to WhatsApp. And they of course professionally asked him to do the same for his WhatsApp account. And he
Wow.
was, let me say, he's very ignorant and unsuspecting. So he divulged it to them, and they are able to access his WhatsApp too. And now the WhatsApp is the worst. He can't even
Wow.
get access to the WhatsApp again. And it seems like they have done what he ought to have done. You know, he ought to have initiated the second two-factor authentication of the thing.
Exactly.
So, but
Exactly.
he did not do that, and they themselves now did it and changed his phone number to their own
Wow.
to their own phone number. You understand? And so
Yes.
when he wants to now log in using his already registered phone number for that particular WhatsApp, he can't
Yeah.
even gain access, because normally I know that such issue, I have treated such issue before. What
Okay.
I did for the person was that I had to uninstall his existing WhatsApp and download a new one,
A new
and
one.
then like initiate a new registration for the person. You understand?
Okay.
By
Okay.
using the same number. But now, after trying to log in using that same number, it happened that I don't know whether is it that some friends who are now aware that that number is having issues,
Yes, it's
they
frauding
have
people.
reported the account, because each time he wants to use the same number to like initiate a new registration, they told him that some let's say that he has already that some people have assumed a lot. Maybe those people were trying to assume a whole lot of things, and before they now say let them try calling. So I
Okay.
don't know. And the issue now is, how can this be recovered? Because his reputation is at stake. Some people has already been asked for money, and they fell prey to these pranks from this guy. You
So right
understand? And his
now,
reputation and all that.
okay, so right
And
now,
the
people,
worst of it is that Meta, sorry, please, can I just finish up, then you
okay,
can
okay.
help me out. So the worst of it is that Meta don't have a direct link whereby you can like send a message to the customer care report of this thing, the station, and they can be able to help out in resolving the issue. You have to go through a rigorous process, and this rigorous process, at the end, you will not get resolved, because what I've been doing is to use that same number to that same address, using the email he used to create his Facebook. We're able to use that method. It didn't still work. We have to use the method of searching the phone numbers he has already registered that Facebook account with. It didn't still work out. So I don't know. It's something that now have to deal with connecting with Meta's customer care hotline for them to be able to help out in resolving this issue.
rectify it.
Mm.
Okay. You know, one thing I tell people is, when you are not expecting, don't expect anything from anybody. That's one thing I tell people. Don't expect anything from anybody.
Yeah.
The issue of somebody calling to tell you there is a prayer meeting, and you didn't even ask that, okay, I did not sign up for any prayer meeting. You should have asked and made inquiry to know who scheduled such prayer meeting before divulging his information. Before divulging his information to those people. You know, and those fraudsters, they are very, very smart. They can outsmart you, but you need to always be prepared. Don't, you know, I used to tell people, don't reveal anything pertaining to code, that has to do with your personal information. Do not give it to anybody. It is always very important. If it was
It's very
meeting, indeed, if it was a prayer meeting indeed, they will not ask for any details from you. They will not ask for any number or digits from you. So we need to be very careful on, you know, sharing our information with people that we don't know. Now, if you want to resolve that issue right now, it's going to take a rigorous process. He would maybe eventually, you know, change his line, or maybe go to the nearest network office to tell them to help him, you know, do something about it. So you should try, you know, you should just keep on, you know, talking to probably a customer care agent on Meta that can assist him, or let him go to the nearest network office and tell them that they've hacked, his phone number via his Facebook account and his WhatsApp.
Exactly. That's what I'm actually looking for, because I don't know if you guys have the link to maybe a page of Meta's customer care service.
No, we don't.
Resolution page. I don't know. But it's
No, we
something I want to
don't.
get so that I can be able
You
to
can
reach
go
out to these
online.
guys.
You can go online and check. You can go on Google and check if you can
Okay.
get. Yes, just go online and check if you can get
I have
like a
contribution.
link.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you understand? So just go on Google and check if you can get links that would help you resolve this issue.
Okay.
I have a contribution.
All right.
Ma.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome, sir.
Hello, ma.
Yes, I can hear you, ma. Please go ahead.
I just want to contribute that these fraudsters, they also come in form of customers for we business owners.
Oh,
So
okay.
they will come, because there was one thing that happened to me like 1 month ago. The person came as a customer, like he go through my, let me say, maybe from internet, maybe from Facebook, my advertisement, and this
Wow.
person sells. So he now contacted me. He called me like a customer that he wants to have a contract with me and the likes. So
Wow.
from there, he even behave as if he said he's a welfare officer, that he wants to be donating fish for orphans. So he wants to
Wow.
make a contract with me. Imagine that. Imagine a fraudster coming in form of that. But
From
what
that
I did was,
angle.
what saved me was
Okay.
Truecaller. Just
Okay.
Truecaller saved me. That Truecaller app.
Wow.
So
Yes.
that was, since then I've promised myself that I'll be using that Truecaller. I didn't know it can save me to that extent.
To that extent. Wow, that's being sensitive. At least you were like 2 steps ahead of the scammer.
Yes,
That's a very good one.
the scammer already know that if he asks for code immediately, you will know that the person is it. But now they are not even asking for code at the first stage. They will behave like customer. They will keep
Customers.
they will take you along. They might even ask for your account number that they will use to send the money.
So please, I want us to be, let's be very, very careful. Let's be very, very careful. If it is to the extent of even asking them, when they question you, you also question them. You tell them to send their website, that you want to see their website and all the information that they are telling you about, that you want to go and read about it first before you answer them. So it is good to be careful. It is good to be very, very careful on online with who we share our details
Hello,
with.
ma. Please, I have a question. Aside from Truecaller, which other apps can we be using that can save us, like business owners?
Okay, I'm not really privy to such I'm not privy to such applications online, but when we have such information, we will share with you